Okay, nice. Have you ticked the box? No. Oh, alright. Long start, but here we go. Oh, I'm streaming now. I just had a problem with Twitch, but it's all up and running now, so. Yeah, I think it's going to be pretty good. I can't hear you on the stream. Untick and tick it again. Do you want to try do you want to leave the party and join back again, because I can't hear you on stream? Yeah. No, I don't think it has. No. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, well, here we go. It looks like a rather sunny day in Spain. Right, looking forward to see who comes out first. Hello. Hopefully this works now. No, not worked. Hang on. It might be me.
The settings F2.
Yeah, FD.
Yes.
Yeah, FD this is.
Is it working now?
Just got to. Yeah, there you go. You're perfect. Now, there you go.
Bang in. There we go.
Right. A few technical difficulties, but now we're back. Right, we have Pie Eater. I think that's how you're going to say his name. That's how I'm going to say it. He's on his outlap.
Yeah. What would you do in this session then? Q1. Yeah. There's nothing to do. No one's going out. What would you do in this situation? Because you could save your tyres, or you could warm some up.
There's two ways to do it. Either don't go out. You can save your tyres just in case you need them, but you can easily go through with even if you set a lap, and it's nice to always set a lap when it doesn't matter as much, and it just eases the nerves a bit. You feel ready.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I did a similar thing last night. When was it? No, not last night. Yeah, last night. I went out with my set of hards just to scrub them up for one lap, and then came back in straight away with the tyres. So just got a bit more better for Q2. I mean, what have you raced here yet? I can't remember.
Yeah, I raced last night, and probably less said about my race the better.
Oh, that sounds like an interesting thing to talk about. Let's talk about your race. How did your race go?
Qualifying. didn't go to plan. But yeah, in the race, all right start, got to the end, and yeah, DRS got stuck open, spun because just didn't have any of the grip because of it, and a bit of a collision. I'm not going to make any comments on the stream. I think it's the best way to say about it.
I have to admit, last night I did actually get very confused actually, because I remember that I raced with you last night. Now I remember.
Yeah.
And why did you let me through on the last corner? Because I asked that in the stream and no one knew the answer, and I was just like, why? Why was that a thing?
The way I was thinking about it was, I spun. It was my fault. I could have taken it a bit easier. I should have come fourth, but obviously I had an incident, and I felt if I got third from that, would have been a bit of a horrible move. So I thought, do you know what, you're catching me. So I thought, yeah, do you know what, go on, take it. Hopefully have a cleaner race in Monaco, but it's Monaco, so probably won't happen.
Yeah, I'm just no, I don't want to think about Monaco. I have nightmares already.
I mean, no one likes Monaco, but my first ever podium in the league came in Monaco, so a lot of surprises happened. So anyone could win, even people who haven't maybe not making top 10. You know, surprise could happen. You could get the podium. You could win.
Yeah, anything is possible in F1. Anything. You could be the slowest person in the world, and you could still win a race if things come out your way.
Exactly. As we go as we're still on board with Payita, no, he's doing a couple of laps on the softs. Either just seeing what the weather's going to be like for the race, make a decision about what he wants to do for strategy, or he just doesn't mind. Oh, he goes a bit wide there, but
yeah. I mean, are you expecting many people to set laps in this session, or are you expecting people just to scrub up some tyres?
It's a weird one when you don't have more than 15 drivers. I think a lot of people see it differently. Either want to save your tyres, or you see it as an opportunity to look at tyre wear. It's a matter of preference. Obviously, we've got Payita. He's done 2 laps. He's using 0 DRS, so he's obviously not pushing. But so you might be looking at how the tyres are going to be.
I think Jake Moore's done the right thing in this session though. If he's going to scrub up them hards to then use in Q2, then I think that's the smart thing he's doing.
Exactly. I know we just had Senna cross the line with a 19.5 on his first lap. Payita on 2 laps as pitted, but going quicker. He's either not pushing, he's doing his just testing what his tyres can do, or he's made a mistake. And I'll have a look. Who's next to cross the line? I think it's going to be Senna. No, Jake, sorry. So we go on board with him. Let's see what he can do. A couple of people actually coming out of the pits. This is more than what we had last night in Q1.
Yeah, only 3 people
bit
did
of
laps on
traffic. It's obviously not ideal. I think it's that dangerous Dan in front of it. No, he's let him pass. Hopefully not ruined his lap that much. Not that it matters, but it's obviously nice to get some clean laps in. We've got a bit wide. Hopefully that's not invalidated.
So that's an interesting thing with what Jake's done there, is he's run out of ERS going around the final corner. I think personally the final corner is one of the most crucial corners on this track. Like, would you not want ERS onto crossing the line, or will people cope without it?
I do the same thing. I stay in hot lap the whole lap, just so I can get the most around the corners, most on the straights, until the very end. But I feel like at the very end, it won't make too much of a difference, as we do have Raphael did cross the line while we're speaking, goes second for 19.2. Payita setting the early pace, it looks like.
Who else is
Go back onto. I think Dangerous Dan's going to be the next one to cross the line. I'm hoping I'm right. Not looking too bad.
I've got that lovely audio glitch. Don't we all just love that?
Oh, I got it a couple of times at the beginning of the game. Not had it since, so I think it's probably about time I end up getting it. Hopefully
I
not
had it
for the
on
race.
Monday when
Like,
I
that
fucking
will be
streamed.
annoying.
That was annoying.
Ooh. No, I think if you're streaming, you want the volume.
Yeah.
There you go, final 3 corners, a bit wide there, it'll cross it a bit there. I'll be interested to see if this is invalidated or not. But he's still pushing. Going... Oh, right, he sets a time to another 19.2, but a 19.27 compared to the 19.29 from Raphael. Not a bad lap.
Man with the Cash and Cookie are coming down now, so...
The Ace Cookie... Oh, man.
I don't
Invalidated.
think...
Ace
Yeah.
Cookie invalidated. Oh.
They both did. Interesting.
I'm interested to see what happened there. I think all the people on tracks are going slow now. They've set their laps. Oh no, Man with the Cash is pushing. He's on 4RS. So he's obviously... He wants to try setting a good lap. Interesting to see. He's not got a lot of it left, so it'll be interesting to see what he's wants to get out of his tyres.
Looks very smooth though, doesn't he, Man with the Cash? Like, I'm looking at his steering inputs, they're smooth.
Yeah, he's looking very good. Obviously, it's a very small bits around Spain where you go to a little bit wide and it ruins your lap, and that's obviously what's happened with Man with the Cash and Ace Cookie. But he's pushing. He's been on full the whole lap, so it'll be interesting to see what he can do. Will he go for provisional pole, we'll call it? Going to the final 3 corners. Good camera angle there. Yeah, nice X. Oh, he's going in the pits.
Anticlimactic.
Oh well. Well, it looked like a good lap before that. There you go. I think
Ace Cookie's
everyone's in the pits, so I'm assuming everyone's going to retire now.
I don't know,
It's
Dangerous
nice to have a
Dan's
little
just been
idea
sat
of
there
how
for a little
everyone's
bit,
doing.
hasn't
And maybe he's trying to do something, not too sure. Gone to the toilet. No, probably the best time to do it. You don't want to do it midway through qualifying.
Who are you looking out for in this race then? Who do you think will be at the top of the quali?
I'm not too sure. I think everyone... You don't know. There might be some surprises. Pie Eater at the moment, by the looks of it, 5 attempts quicker. So... That's obviously one of the best laps he's ever done, or others aren't pushing, or maybe he's just incredibly quick around it.
Well, just Ace Cookie left. Let's see if Ace Cookie goes out again, or whether he's going to call it a day. Just please don't let us sit here for 6.5 minutes.
Oh, there you go, he's retired. There you go, take
Good
this
timing.
moment to say hello to everyone in the chat. There you go, all 8 of you. There you go, that's not bad numbers. Especially when you've got my mug talking through this race. I can understand that.
Listen, in that session, Man with the Cash set a 19.0, which was invalid.
Ah.
And Ace Cookie did
Yeah,
a
it's-
19.2.
I'm finding it very interesting because through certain corners we're seeing a lot of different drivers take different racing lines. So, it all come down to who has the better racing line, because I think a lot of people are very close. I think we're looking forward to a good qualifying.
I've got a question for you. What do you prefer commentating on? The race or qualifying? Because me personally, I find qualifying really hard to commentate on because it's just cars driving around doing fast laps. There's no battles to commentate on, which is what makes things easy. When there's battles going on, it's easy to commentate, but when it's just driving around, how do you commentate a lap? I can't do it very well.
Qualifying, you might be commentating with a new person, so like we're doing now. Don't think I've ever been in a party with you. Do you know what? We're going into the wars here. I think we've got a good duo going on here. That's what qualifying's for. We're following people. We want to see what they can do in qualifying, because obviously that can help us decide what we expect for the race. Hoping for no drama into the first 2 corners.
Just in case you missed it, LP
Oh.
Smoke is the first car out.
Yeah, I see him with Dorsey. Pie Eater's left as well, so after Q1 I'm expecting quite a lot from Pie Eater. I reckon he'll get through. Setting the early pace. Or go on with LP Smoke. Follow him around.
There are a couple of people I want to see in this session. I think there's 4 I really want to see how they get on, which is Senna, Shane, Snow and Jake, because I hear them 2 talking quite often in parties about strategies and who's quicker, who's not quicker, who does what times and whatever, and them 4 always around each other. So I'm interested to know between them 4 who's going to be the best of the friends, so to say.
They race in another league together. They've got on a bit of a friendship. They're talking. Obviously going to practice with each other. They know each other's speed. I race with Element in different leagues, so Jake, Senna and Shane race in the same division, so out of that you would expect those 3 to be out, but Element's just looking very quick this season, so you never know. As we see LP Smoke going into the first corner, it's a very nice helmet as well, if I say so.
Doing the helmet watch.
He's going out on the hard tyres. You reckon he'll stay on those?
I don't think he will. I think these will just be like banker sectors, so to say, banker laps, just to get a time on the board and then see where then time's put in compared to everyone else, because he probably put in his mind, what, they go maybe 6/10 quicker on the mediums compared to the hards?
Yeah, exactly. So it depends on what everyone else is doing around him. He could, if he sets a good lap, he could make it in top 10 if everyone went on mediums, but some people will probably may opt for the soft tyres. You never know. I wouldn't recommend it, but you can't call these things.
I'd say avoid the softs as much as possible around here. Like the softs are absolutely horrific. The mediums can be bad as well sometimes. Like from my personal experiences of racing on last night, the hards were so much better than the mediums. It was crazy. There we go, first lap.
120.8. I think that's very similar to what Jake set at the beginning. Oh, there you go, Dorsey. Oh, not as quick. On the softs, they will probably be the tyres he was on in Q1. It's just setting the bank lap. Ace Cookie, 121.8. Looking at LP Smoke, he's looking very quick at the moment, looking very racy. Going back to last night, I felt during the race on the hards a bit of understeer. As soon as I went on the mediums, so I felt very good. It felt very easy to drive on.
Oh, Jake Moore's coming around the final corners. Here we go. On the hard tyres, Jake Moore.
There you go.
What's he going to do?
Section crosses the line. Oh, he goes top. Very good lap by Jake.
Very good.
Let's see who crosses the line next. Oh, Senna is going to cross the line now. Only goes 7th, 131. That's very slow.
He was in second gear going on the final corner. He slowed right down.
I'm very interested about that. He could have. You never know. He could have done something quite a lot on those tyres.
Hey, you got Raphael. He's near the end of the lap. Coming in the final sector. Then also got Meadows not far behind him as well.
Yeah. I do think Alpha probably one of the nicer looking cars on the grid. I do like it. There you go. Not a bad exit. Final corner. Very nice. Got a lot of speed. Second. That's not bad. Setting early pace. 2 laps.
Jay Meadows. He's coming now as well. That's a 120.8 in 4th.
120.8. There you go. Very evenly matched at the moment, it looks like.
You got the 2 Renaults in the sector, one behind the other, the 2 banana cars.
Oh, who's ahead?
Dangerous Dan.
There you go. We'll follow these boys. Both the Renaults.
Is it me or does the rear of that Renault look really high of Dangerous Dan? It looks
Oh!
so high and he's
He's gone.
still safe though. That's fine. He's still in the quali.
I did that in Q2 as well. It's a dangerous corner. You don't want to ride it too much, but you're trying to get the most out of the car. But here we go.
TX busy.
The final corner. Can he do a 120?
Ooh.
Oh, it goes better. 119.7 on the mediums. So you would expect to be quicker, but that's about the difference we'd expect from the mediums to the hards. So
You got Shane coming as well. Shane's in the final sector.
oh god, got to find. Oh, there he is.
I keep looking for people that haven't set a time, by the way, so I'll call out people that haven't set a time because they're the ones in danger. So
That's like commentating. I think I know what you mean about commentating qualifying. It's too much. There you go.
it's not easy to do
There he
sometimes.
is. I'm expecting good things from him.
Shane
Going
third.
20.3. That's a very good lap on the hards.
Williams 3-4. Interesting.
Yeah, but we do have 3 people yet to set a time.
We've got
Element,
Jake Moore. He's coming on the
Dangerous
final
Dan,
sector,
obviously.
doing another lap. He's
Oh,
coming around the
he's
final
pushing.
corner now.
There you go. He's used up ERS.
120.0.
Yeah, he does. He's getting faster.
Nice.
He is showing how the hard tyres work. They get faster every lap until a certain point, obviously. But no, he's looking very racy.
You've also got TX. Oh no, he's coming to the pits. Never mind. Ignore me. You got
Shane
Dorsey
pushing
who's just starting a lap.
Yeah, do you know what? We'll go on board with Dorsey. We'll follow him. Well, that was a good camera angle. Our fast 2 corners, touches the curb. Yeah, it gets away with it. There you go. See a lot
If you
of
can
people
get away with
crash
touching
and
curves around
spin.
this track, then you can get a lot of time hitting them curves. It's just how ballsy do you want to be.
He is on a medium tyre, so he is pushing. He wants to set a very good lap time quite early on.
I mean, he was on the hards. His fastest lap is on the hard tyres. This is a fresh set of mediums now, so
It's
don't know
earlier
what to
than you would expect for someone doing a second run, but you know,
yeah.
I'm not gonna say
I'd
anything.
honestly say the
you
last
know,
5
might
minutes is
be
when I expected
fastest.
him to a second run. Not now, in all honesty.
You get away usually 3 to 2 minutes leaving, setting the lap. But you know, if it works, you know, it's proving a lot of people wrong. By that I mean me.
Well, he'd be looking to try and be on the same pace as TX Busy as well, wouldn't he? Like, he'd be looking to get into the high to mid 19s. Rough line through
He's
there,
done
though.
this, saying the same line, but they saw. I think it was Dangerous Dan get away with it. Can he? Yes,
wow,
there you
okay.
go. Very close
That's
between him and
close.
TX Busy.
Yeah. Shane
We've got
is not
Shane
pushing.
on the left,
Nope.
but he's not pushing. So we have 3 people on an out lap.
You got Paita, the
There's
first person
Rock.
crossing the line.
There you go. We'll go on board with him. Again, one of the nicest looking cars on the grid.
Such a
That's
nice
gonna.
looking
Will he
car.
touch the curb? He does. He goes over it. In fact.
You know, I want to ask you a question. Right, this isn't to do with league racing, but it is to do with F1. So I'm not going completely
Yeah.
off topic. What do you think Toro Rosso being renamed as whatever the hell they're being renamed as?
Alpha Jury or something like that, I think. It was weird being called Toro Rosso though, wasn't it? It's a second team to Red Bull. You know, Red Bull's the actual brand. So, you know, being Toro Rosso, you know, call yourself Red Bull B team, but it'll be different. But we're seeing a lot of teams change their names. You've got Racing Point now, which was Force India. Obviously, that's for different reasons, but
Yeah.
there you go.
I mean-
Plenty being very clean.
I don't know. Are they still going to be sponsored by Red Bull then, Toro Rosso?
I think that they are being sponsored by Red Bull. They are going to be the second team to Red Bull. Always.
Okay.
probably
I kind of
will
want
be.
them to be independent, but that's me.
It will be interesting, but they are doing well with it. With them.
There you go,
Here we
Paita.
go. Paita crossing the line. Can he go quickest? He does. 18.8. Wow, what a lap! Do you know what? He might have
I'm
to
gonna
say
go
it
to
now. He's looking good for this race. There you go. LP Smoke. He's next. I think to cross the line on the mediums. Goes second, 19.6. Has he made a mistake, or is Paita just a person to watch? Here we have Element Snow. It was in F3.
He's not pushing though yet. This is him pushing now. So
Oh, he's pushing for. He's going on a lap now. Do you know what? We'll follow. I am interested to see what he can do coming from F3 to F2. You would think that he wouldn't be very quick, but there's a reason he's moved up.
excuse me.
Oh, Gesundheit. They go over yellow in sector 2. Who's that?
It might be Ace Cookie. He just moved out the way for a car, so
okay.
it's probably him. There's a lot of cars coming out for out laps, so yeah, I think they're just moving out the way.
I think Peppermeat is going to be the next one to set a lap, so I will go on board with him. There's a lot of traffic in front now. Interesting to see, as you can see Elements in the background, so
some of these cars look really high in the rear. It looks oddly high, if that makes sense. Like, it just looks higher than normal.
it's very interesting to see how people set up their car. Some people like quite a high rear end, some people don't. It depends on how you want to race. If you want to be quicker, it's probably better to have a high rear, but here he goes. Second, 19.2. Not a bad lap. There you go, Element Snow. Can he match that? Goes 7th, 19.8. But on the hard tyre, so that is a very good lap. Very good lap, but 2 minutes remaining. He can't. Save his ARS, he can go again. But in 7th place with a lot of teams, drivers on the lap, that is a very dangerous position. There you go.
Snow's being very brave though, staying out on them hards. I thought he might do a hard run earlier than this and go back in for the mediums, but
It is the better tyre to start on though. You can go deep into the race, and it worked very well for me last night. And flaming. But here we go, RSF on Senna. Final 3 corners. Very nice through there. On the power, reasonable time. I don't think it's the earliest on, but not bad through there. What can he do? Up to third, 19.5. I think Paita this just could be his track. Element Snow going slow. He's saving up 83%, so he might be on going for a lap. I'm trying to see who's next. So you're on 0.
Jay Meadows looks to be the only person on the lap right now.
Jay Meadows is pushing at the beginning. So there you go, pretty much on the start. Let's say CCRL Gunther. Jake for F1. I'm not sure about that.
maybe Pie Eater for F1, maybe.
Pie Eater though, jeez. The Element
Very
is the only one on the hard, so that is a very dangerous move. Unless he wants to start from the back, but that, ooh.
I want to ask you a bit of a dangerous question. Do you think we could potentially see a 17?
A 17?
Pite is in an 18.8. Can he find 8 tenths and a perfect lap on softer tyres? Could he?
If he can get a perfect lap in, maybe not even a perfect lap, but the pace he seems to have, you know, he could have a semi-good one and probably get a 17 at this rate. But I reckon we'll see a 17, hopefully. There you go, as Meadows goes 4th. That's a very decent lap from him in the house. There you go.
We've got Raphael, who's near the end of the lap.
Need to find the
Not
name.
sure if anyone's ahead of him.
There you go, he's on 3. Low fuel, so he is running a risk. Very deep. So that is the end. So here's Raphael across the line. Can he improve? He needs to if he wants to escape. Oh, he doesn't.
No.
He's in 13th for the moment. Ace Cookie is on that could change. I need to work out who's next. Element
Man
goes
with the cash,
into
I think, in the drop zone.
Man with the cash. We'll go on board.
I'm looking at the people in the drop zone because they're the ones in danger, aren't they? So I'm looking at them to see where they go.
Man with the cash, taking it nicely through there. Very nicely, very clean. Doesn't want to risk anything. Trying to get as much power as he can through there. Carrying the speed. And what can he do? Oh, second. That's a great lap.
Very nice.
Now is it Shane?
Jake's coming round.
Oh, Jake. There you go, Jake. Next come round. Low fuel mode. He's pushing. What can he do? He needs to get out. He's up. He's taking second. 19-0.
Ace Cookie didn't make it. Ace Cookie gained a place, but didn't get through.
I think Shane's next. Oh, didn't get to see what he did. Where's he come?
Nope.
He's on 4th. Oh, great.
Oh, good luck for Shane.
On the mediums, no one went to the softs, so everyone knows what they're doing. Everyone wants to. No one wants a 2-stop. But their elements now just missing out on the hard tyres. Very decent there.
Gee, if Element went through on the mediums, like he put on the medium tyres, I honestly think he would be around Peppermeat.
Well, it's about
In that
6
session.
tenths quicker. Looking at
Yeah, I think that's possible.
he could have made top 3, but I know Elements now. He likes starting outside, especially in 11th. Fresh tyres, goes for the hards to mediums, so watch out for him in the race. Very quick in the race. We'll see him move up a lot of positions, hopefully. That's Q2 done. What do you think going into Q3? Who do you reckon top 3? And to the chat as well, what do you think? Go into the comments. Say what you think.
I'm going to say Pieter for pole, because I think that's a bit obvious, unless he has a crash.
Oh, rain.
Oh, okay.
Very light rain.
Okay, so I'm going to say Pieter for pole. I'm going to say Jake more for a top 3. And I'd probably say, I'm going to throw a random name in there that I don't really know a lot about. I'm going to say Dorsey, because I know people like Craig doesn't like the wet. So I'm not going to keep an eye out on Senna on this one. I don't think Senna will do it.
It's light rain, but you can see it is picking up a little bit. So I think, yeah, everyone's going to leave on the soft. Everyone wants to set that. Try and get as good a lap as they can on the softs, and this could be a make or break. LP Smoke first one across the line.
I honestly think the first car out, which turns out to be LP Smoke, will be the quickest. As I see Peppermeat, I think it was in the background. Yep, spinning around at turn 2.
Ooh.
So he's had a bit of a spin.
It's a little bit dark clouds. The racetrack isn't going to be too warm, so tyres aren't going to warm up very well, and going to be very slidey. But LP Smoke. Left
I think he'll get
first.
pole. I honestly think that he'll get pole if he can
pole?
nail it. I honestly think the first car to cross the line will get pole with the weather the way it's going.
I think if it stays like this, I think maybe like the third car, maybe more can get pole. But it does look very wet on the track and in the background. But you never know. It is picking up, I think, by the looks of it.
Do you think Man with the Cash knows something that we don't? He's still in the pits.
Still in the pits. I don't know. He might have gone to the loo. He might be. Obviously, we don't know the weather report. So unless that's been put in the thing, I don't think. No one's put the race strategy. No one's put what the tyres, what it's going to be like. But we have got Man with the Cash in the pits. LP Smoke obviously going to be the first one to set that time with Shane behind.
It's going to be interesting to see who gets pole when the weather is changing, as it seems. Anyway, like, gosh knows what's going on. We're a bit clueless right now.
It is raining, but it is very light rain. The circuit won't be too bad. We could probably see. I can have a couple of laps by people before. Yeah, wet intermediate tyres have to be put in. There you go, LP Smoke. Trying to get the most you can. Obviously would be best if I put all the stuff on. There you go.
I wish I'd save it between sessions so we didn't have to keep turning it on.
Yeah, not the best. He posts over that bum. That's the way that he's obviously. It is raining. He wants to make sure he can set a lap. I hear a car in the background. I think that is Shane. I think Shane is going quicker as LP Smoke crosses the line. 19.6, but Uga Shake 19.1. Like I said, looked like it was going quicker. Oh, Peppermeat 19.
Wow.
Oh, fine. Next two again. TX Busy. Jake. 19-0.
Height is coming round now. Oh,
Oh.
Ooh, okay.
The rain is definitely shaken up the results quite a
J
bit.
Meadows.
J Meadows is going to be next one. 19-8, yep. Times do seem to be getting a little slower. Man with
the
the
Cash
Cash
is just starting his lap.
starting
so
his lap.
See what's going on.
The rain very similar to what there has been so far in quali, so you know the track might be alright still. It doesn't look too wet. He can get a good lap time in.
He looks like he's understeering more than some of the others were though. When I was watching the likes of Smoke, he does seem to have more of understeer.
It's understood it could just be them trying to push and get the most they can around the corners.
The rain looks a lot heavier now. Going into the second sector, the rain's picked up. There's rain staying on the screen now, so
Yeah.
it definitely looks heavier. I think the opportunity has gone for Man with the Cash. If he's gone to the toilet, his pee's cost him.
Or he's just changing a bit in the setup. Oh, he goes wide. It might
Got away
be
with it, though.
getting a bit too wet. But it could just be him getting on the acceleration a bit too quick. Don't know. He's pushing. He wants to get pole position. He's left it later than the others. Can he improve?
Found a couple of corners now. We've got plenty of ERS left.
Yeah, plenty of ERS left.
Absolutely pushing it.
He does seem
If
he's
the
going wider
DRS
in corners. What
crossing the
can he improve? Oh, it's invalidated.
Ooh, 19.8 though. It was a 19.8.
That
So
would have only
maybe
seen
the track
him
is too
9th,
wet.
10th. He did go wide on a good 3 corners. Invalidation is something to watch out for. But he does seem to be pushing. He is 4 still. Very low ERS. Very surprised if that lasts. Or he's going to change it. Or he's going back into the pits. But with those lap times, you're definitely not going to set a faster lap on the intermediates. So that could just be qualifying over unless the Cash can improve. But it's 6 ERS. Again, very wide. He's going to run out a bit early, I reckon.
I don't know, this twisty bit here could save him.
Could save him. I'm very surprised if overtake can take you the whole track. You know, I might have to do that myself. He's got. Oh no! Yep.
Oh,
There's very wet. That's a shame. He's gone into the pits. Oh.
people are trying
Unlucky.
again on the floss, you know. 4 people have come out. You got
It is getting
Senna.
heavier though. Now on the screen
Senna,
itself.
TX, Pine, Shane. Sorry, I was just reading the names out that came out again. My bad.
That's alright. Obviously,
Smoke
they
as well,
may,
Smoke's
they
back
may know
out.
something. Maybe it's gonna stop.
Thing is, surely
LP
if the
Smoke
rain's
wiped out
going
in
to
the
stop at the end
on
of the
quali
session,
lap.
Would you not want to like wait until like you said in the last session? Would you not want to wait till like there's 2 minutes left in the session if it's going to dry up? So then you got the driest track possible instead of going out now. Because surely this is just too wet.
You never know. It could be too wet. You know, you can never tell. 19's about the speed you can get. You can set a decent lap in the mediums. Obviously, these boys think they can
Yeah,
find
Shane's
more
5
time.
tenths down in sector 1.
Well, I'll point out though, Jake Peppermeat, the 2 racing points. Look at that, 4 thousandths of a second different. As Jake
That's
Moore is out
ridiculous.
again.
People are just so far down in their times at this point though. Like Shane, he was 5 tenths down at the end of sector 1. He's coming to the end of sector 2 now.
He's not using
Let's
DRS.
see if he's...
He's
No,
on
he's not
0,
using it, is
so
he?
he's
No.
obviously backed out. So who's going to be the next one across the line? Yeah,
Oh.
very is getting very wing.
Would you get to the same thing
Congrats,
as me
Jake
then?
on
Five
pole.
are going a bit slidey.
I think it's going to be interesting because they'll try to been the quickest in the Q1 and Q2. So, you know, if you put that into race times, he might be the quickest person on the track. So,
I wonder what people are doing.
That, but I'm not too sure. You got Shane.
Oh, Peppermeat had a spin. Peppermeat spun it in sector 2.
If I can find it. Oh, there. Damn it.
He's back now, but he spun it going around the fast right-hander at the start of the DRS straight.
No, we'll go on board Jake Moore. It's very odd because you don't know who to follow, because I don't think anyone can set a fast time. As Dorsey retires, he obviously thinks there's no way he can improve, as Senna does the same. I know Senna's done a lot of practice, so he
1.3 seconds down,
happy.
Jake Moore. Yeah, he's backed out of that already.
It's a shame.
Yeah, it's just too wet. Yeah, that's the end of Q2 then, really. 3 even. Q3, count. Jesus.
You never know, it might
Man with
stop
the cash
raining
is
in the
gonna go
last
for it.
minute, but there you go, man with the cash. He's not set a lap time yet, we'll see what he can do. He might surprise us, he can still get pole. You never know, he might change his setup to the point he can get pole. Doesn't look too bad, but sector time, well, there's no reference, he hasn't set one yet, but
Didn't look
Racing
that
point
quick. I think
1-2,
he's
congrats
looking
Jake
at like a
on
23.
pole. Williams spun me when I was trying to set a lap. Oof. I hope you clipped it. No, send it into the stewards at the end of the race. Obviously not the greatest thing to happen, especially in qualifying, but that's from LP Smoke in 7th. He's not last. I think obviously he's not happy. He's faster than that, I reckon. He could have pushed it a bit more, but the conditions are very difficult. A slightly wet track, you don't know if you want to go on intermediates or softs, but
Yeah, you remember the car goes wide.
Oh, nice.
Oh, dear.
Considering what happened there, 124 is not bad.
The fact that he's still alive on the track is
I thought that was the end. As Jay Meadows, the only person that can set a lap, is pushing, but you can hear the car struggling, and he's braking. He's on. I'm very confused about what happened there. But there you go. Only 3 people in the lobby. Jake in the pits. They're not taking another lap time. Oh, as Jay Meadows cuts the corner, and he's gone. Not. Yeah, no, the tracks do work now.
I think these two just need to get the car in the pits on the side.
He's pushing, you know, I don't know what he's doing. I'm very intrigued to see what he's doing. Is man with the cash pushing? No, he's weaving. Yeah, he's going slow. He's just going to the pits. CCRL. Jake Moore for F1 too quick. I mean, if he goes, Peppermint wants to go. I mean, that's very close. But then you got Shane, only a 10th down. Rhombus, I agree. I think no, commentator's curse. We sort of a curse party there. We said, you know what, he's going to get pole, and he's come forth, not helped by the conditions. But no, congrats Jake and Peppermint for 1-2 going into the race. That's going to be very interesting to see how they play it. Their team strategy might come into play there, as Jamie is going to cross the line. Shane, congrats.
It's going to be interesting as well to see what the other people do on the like 11th, 12th, 13th, 14th. Like what tyres they pick, because if they can do what you did last night, then they could have an absolute banger of a race. like starting off on the hards, keeping up with
Obviously-
everyone on the mediums.
Everyone in the top 10 is starting on the mediums. And warm mediums that.
Yeah.
Element Snow, I know him very well. I can put money on him getting hards, unless he's listening to the stream and he's going to say, do you know what? Nah, I'm going to go on mediums then. But I reckon, yeah, hards to mediums for everyone outside, but that depends. Is it a wet race? If it is, we're about to be a very interesting race.
I don't think it will be a wet race, because I think if it was going to be a wet race, you'd have seen people use softs in Q2.
CCRL going for move them all up. Too many drivers in F1.
No, have an F1 and an F1.5.
F1.0, there you go. I reckon Snow will have a good race starting on hards. I agree. Tick's busy. It's not. I think that's in reference to it raining. So I think that means it's a dry race. Oh,
if it's a dry race, we start singing, see if we can make it rain.
Clear skies. Hang on, let me just get my kilt on. Do a rain dance. There you go.
Ah, the look on the Irish. Bring out the rain, will you? Bring out the rain.
Bring up my Lucky Charms.
I got me Lucky Charms. Give me some rain, please. Miss conditions, come on. Don't be a pain in the ass now, will you?
Well, calling it now, I'm losing my wing. Take it easy. Take it easy into the first corner. Hopefully everyone. I don't want to see a lot of crashes. First time commentating,
when we get started,
I don't want to make
you
a
keep an eye on the front and I'll keep an eye on the back.
Alright,
yeah?
Do you want to go through the grid? Or
I can do the grid if you want me to. Unless you like doing it, then you can do it. If not,
go
then
for it. Go
I
for
don't
it.
mind.
Oh, almost dropped my water.
Oh, I'll wait for the formation up to start, because then look, I'll end up getting people
Senna
in one position,
readied up.
like,
He's not hosting,
fine,
but
I think.
he's meant to be hosting, so yes, that's okay. Hopefully no one has gone to the toilet, no one's gone to get a drink. Hopefully everyone's had time to sort the strategy out, put fuel in the car, decide what tyres and when they're going to pit. There you go.
Formation.
I'll leave it to you.
It's all to me. Wahaha. You give me some responsibility here. But anyway, as we go under the formation, we have in last place, in 14th, with only 14 people here, you have Raphael.
Dangerous Dan's not moving. He's not here.
Dangerous Dan's not moving. Okay. Well,
That's
Raphael is in 14th.
Oh, he's moving. He's moving. There.
Ace
There
Cookie. Ace Cookie's in 13th in the Toro Rosso. Very nice. Well, not really nice, unfortunately, but we'll see what these guys can do. Let me just bring up the tyres so I can see what people are on. Them two at the back are on the hards, whereas Dangerous Dan is on the mediums, which is an interesting call from 12th place. In 11th place in the Red Bull, you have Element Snow. Looking forward to seeing how he does
on the hards.
On them hard tyres. Yeah, you called it. And then in 10th place in the toothbrush car, you have Man with the Cash. It does look like a toothbrush case.
Colgate sponsored them.
Yeah. In 9th place in the Lotus, you have Jay Meadows. In 8th place in the Ferrari, you have RSF1 Senna. In 7th place in the Mouldy Banana, as I used to call it, but in the McLaren, you have LP Smoke. In 6th place in the lovely, sexy, amazing Mercedes, not a Hamilton fan at all, you have Dorsey. In 5th place, you have the other banana of TX Busy. In 4th place, you have Who Ate All the Pies, that fat bastard. In 3rd place, you have the other toothbrush car of RSF1 Shane. Very nice for Shane there to get 3rd. And then 1st and 2nd are the two pink, I nearly called them Force Indias. that would kill me. The two racing points of Peppermeat, and then on pole, congratulations to Jake Moore for pole, but he starts the race, all top 10 on the mediums. Interesting.
It's going to be interesting. I reckon they're going to leave it into the first corner, see who gets a better start, go from there, and then it's just going to be team orders, talk about what they want. As they front first two, everyone very far behind. Oh no, Shane and Pie Eater had a little tap, so they are going to have slightly cold eyes as everyone else is coming on. Well, I would like to say nice little touch from Codemasters to put the red Mercedes sticker on the Mercedes. A fitting memory.
Wait, the red Mercedes sticker, what?
For Niki Lauda. There you go.
Oh, is that in the game, is it? I didn't notice that.
Yeah.
There you go.
There you go. Jake Moore and pole. 3, 2, 1, and off we go. Not the greatest of starts, but hang on. Peppermeat looks like he got a better start. Will Jake fight him?
Dangerous stand on the inside.
Oh, Jake is pushing. He's pushing. There you go, and very clean by the looks of it. There you go, the 2 racing points going through very cleanly. A bit of touching. Oh,
there's a Williams.
Man with the cash.
Gone off.
Oh, gone too far. I think he's got damage. Oh, that's a shame. But Man with the cash, fast driving. That's a lot of damage on the front right though.
Yeah, there's a lot of damage.
It'd be interesting to.
But if he can go in now and get the hards, a safety car might save him later. So hopefully he's patient and sticks around.
But looking at position changes, Man with the cash down 4, but understandable what's happened. See what fights are going on. Oh, very tight between 8th to 11th.
Yeah, that's what I'm on board with. It's very close back here.
Very close. Element Snow is fighting.
The race.
Up 2 positions. Dangerous Dan up 2 positions. Oh, so I go to the front 2. Very close. Can Pizer get past good camera over there? Will he get past? A CX Busy gets past Shane. Can Pizer? No, he can't. I know Shane.
Element Snow got past Smoke.
Ooh. I told you, Hards, he has the pace of the medium. Since he's on a medium, it's the pace of the softs. Don't know how he does it. There you go, up 3 positions.
Try and catch Craig now, isn't he? So Craig's not going to be an easy guy to pass. Craig is a hard fighter to defend. So,
and in my opinion, the nicest looking car and the best car on the grid, the Ferrari. Yes, that's right. I am a Ferrari.
Oh, Dangerous Dan got past Smoke. There you go, another overtake for you back at the
LP Smoke dropping back a little bit, goes a bit deep there. Has he got any damage? No, he hasn't.
Senna's got past Dorsey as well.
Oh, there's too much going on. There you go, see, go to the back.
Yeah.
There's LP Smoke. Is he going to... There you go. Fighting with Jay Meadows. But is he going to keep it? Going over the curb. Is he still going to fight? No, it's lost a position. I'm very surprised. Dangerous Dan not going out straight away. I was thinking maybe he's not changed the setup, maybe. But up 3 positions. As Jake Moore sets the fastest lap. Who's closest to overtaking them? No, everyone's evenly spread out. Man with the cash gone to the hard tyre. Jake Moore pulling away a little bit. Could this be his race? What do you reckon? Will he keep hold of it, or will there be late drama?
Late drama, I'm guessing, because you've got a few people out of place further back. So it depends on if they can catch up or not. Especially with someone like Element Snow, you never know. Them hards. Like I said, if he can do what you did, that will be very tasty for him at the end.
Not too far behind Dorsey.
DRS as well on Dorsey.
Everyone's second, very close. Is F2. Very close racing, which is what you want to see. We want to see this. We want to see this in real F1. Looking forward to next year.
Just looking at this, Paito and Shane. Look at that gap between them two.
Very close. Is sticking to the rear over the bump, but very close. Always pulling away a little bit, but what can he do? Is he close enough? Obviously DRS open, overtake on. A lot of ERS. Will he do? On the inside, will he do? No, he's backed out. Shane pushing very hard on yellow, warning for fuel. So obviously he's underfueled the car. The complete opposite to what I did. But no, it's working for him. Up fourth, lost the position, but still in a very good position to fight them. There you go, Dan. Not too far off.
They're not giving us a quiet time, are they?
As TX busy, 3 tenths behind Peppermint. DRS going to this little straight. Could we see him make another position? He's looking very racy. CCRL going for Dan has 3-second penalty. Okay. I need to keep an eye out for that.
There's going to be a lot of penalties later on in the race, but towards the later stages, I'll go through the race director and see who's got what. So
both Renaults are very close. Paita obviously very close to Shane as well, but we'll stick to TX busy. Almost scored on Toby. Decent exit. Peppermeat pulling away as you would expect a little bit, but obviously it's very difficult because Peppermeat has DRS on
look
Jake.
At this, Paita. Paita on Shane.
Happen?
Going
Shane.
on the outside turn, but no.
Very good racing, both giving each other a nice amount of space. Oh, dangerous down. Okay, said he was closer than he actually was.
Bit misleading sometimes, but Paita is not leaving Shane alone, and
LP Smoke
TX busy
on the back of dangerous. Paita has lost the position, so in qualifying would say he's the fastest guy on the track, but Jake Moore having that gap between him and his teammate. Not sure if that's team orders, but staying around the 8. It's gone down to 7 now. Spicer looks a little bit into the move. Backs out. LP Smoke tired. Let's see what Ace Cookie. We'll go on board with Ace Cookies. It's yellow flag. Oh,
it's there.
That's where my incident happened. It's not. That's probably my least favourite corner now.
But flashbacks, eh? Not flashbacks.
Pie Eater. We'll go on Toby. Catching Peppermeat. Could this be it? It's very close. Will he go down? It's really going to go from the outside. What's happened? Ooh. Getting a little bit of the squeeze.
On the outside of Shane.
Well, a little bit of contact. He's touching the curb.
He's holding it.
Holds it. Shane, there. Well, great. Very great overtake. Not what I would have done. I would have backed out of that. But obviously I'm not racing.
Probably why you're not racing. That's why you're slow. That's why you're in the
oh, J Meadows gone wide. Dangerous Dan overtakes Raphael. Oh, he's lost the rear end. J Meadows just about keeps hold of it, but lost 2 positions. Just touched the grass and it's just he lost the rear end. Ace Cookie on the hard, so obviously he's had an incident. Maybe that's what happened with LP Smoke. As Quexel says, switch to Toby, he's running low wings. Ooh. That'll explain.
Yeah, he's also saving a lot of VRS right now as well. Is it Toby, is it?
TX busy, we're going to call him, just in case I'm wrong. Jake Moore, decent run. Definitely. TX busy, but Paita not far behind as well. This is the closest battle I think we have. Look at the gaps from 2nd to 7th. TX busy.
Going on the outside.
Has he kept it with Gonball? Yes, he has.
Wow. He made that look so easy then. So easy.
So, the gaps are starting to appear. So is that tyre wear? Do you reckon people are saving fuel?
I think a lot of people are going to be pushing still, aren't they? Because there's still a lot of battles around. DRS is still within reach.
2nd
most people.
to 4th. They're caught even 5th. Look how close that is. You know, we'll go on board with. We'll go actually on board.
Crazy in that battle as well. Everyone from what is it? 2nd to 7th.
But Paita 2 tenths off Peppermeat. Probably not going to make it for the overtake now. But this is a very good. It is Toby. Days Rombos, thank you for that. Yeah, it is Toby. There you go. That's much easier than saying Tick's busy. Here, Peppermeat dropping off TX Busy. Of 1 second between him and Jake, but Pie Eater 3/10 off of Peppermeat. There you go, onto the straight. Was Peppermeat running full, but very low ERS. Pie Eater pushing. Can he do anything? But as you see, Senna and Dorsey very close. Ooh. Element Snow sort of in a driving by himself a little bit. They pulled away from 9th, just a bit off of 7th, but on the hard tyres. So
he must be smiling at this though, looking at all these cars ahead of him battling. He must be smiling because they're all going to hold each other up eventually.
I mean, one thing I would like to point out: Toby up 3 positions into 2nd. Very good racing.
Yeah, and he's also all over the back of Jake.
He is pulled out. That was a 2nd last lap, and he's half a second now. A bit wide through there, but what's Jake run? Jake running 0 ERS, slightly more ERS, but Toby is looking very fast. But so's Pie Eater, Peppermeat. Everyone's looking ready to see some good battles, and it's what you want to see. 1st to 7th. It's all within a second of each individual driver. 7 drivers within a second.
I think Pie is going to have Peppermeat here. I don't think Peppermeat will have DRS. I don't think, does he?
Peppermeat a little bit pushing as well, but is Toby close enough? No, he's pulled away. Pie Eater not going to make the move. No, and again, everyone. It's not too big of a gap. Ooh, Pie Eater looking is very close to Peppermeat now. Is Peppermeat looking after his tyres, do you reckon? Or do you reckon he's struggling at the moment?
I think he's cooked him a little bit, to be fair, trying to like defend people from Jake. I think he's cooked him a bit. I could be wrong, he could be looking after them, but it looks like he's just struggling more than anything.
There you go, and here's Jay Meadows. He's very close to Raphael. Be very surprised if he makes a move here. Ooh. Oh,
there's a bit of smoke.
Dangerous Dan.
I think that was some dangerous Dan.
Well,
Jay Meadows has gone off.
Oh no, not again. Oh.
There's no contact, I don't think, but it's just a mistake on the gravel, I believe.
He's pushing a bit too hard, I think. But he's not out yet, so you don't know. Safety car. It can surprise you. If you go to Brazil, as Toby goes fastest up at 122.5, Brazil, 2 safety cars in the last 10 laps, I think it was. Back on board with Pie Eater. Probably the closest battle we've got at the moment. Lefted everyone, great spots. I have to agree with you there. Slightly catching Dorsey as well. Are you there, Skyline?
Yeah, I'm just...
right.
I don't know, my brain is fried.
A lot of happening. Look at this. Top 6, look how close he is.
I don't know where to look, that's my main issue. I don't know where to look at Pie Eater or Busy or Craig all over the back of Shane. Or where do I look?
There you go, Toby up 3 positions, Senna up 2 positions, Element Snow up 3, Dangerous Dan up 3, Raphael Leifer up 4. Not too bad. Bit not too close to the others, but on the hard tyre, so he's going to be slower. So, end of the race, can he get more points? We don't know. I think everyone's too far off each other to overtake again.
Busy's going for it. No. I got a hard on over that, and then it was nothing. It's now floppy again.
Oh, I hate it when that happens.
Fucked.
Goes down about as quick as Fry's chances of getting any points in Brazil.
Oh, Pie Eater. No.
Looking for it.
Yeah.
This is some great racing.
I had a bit of a clench there. So this is turning out to be a great race because the gaps, like they separate, but then they come back together. It's so weird how this is happening. How they're just closing and opening, closing and opening.
Dorsey has dropped off a little bit, looking after the tyre biz maybe, but Element Snow, I think tyres are dropping off because Element Snow was 2 seconds behind as he loses the rear end a little bit. Was 2 seconds behind, now 1.2 on the hard tyres. Those can do, I think, 18 to 20 laps. He's finding speed now, and look how close the top 6 are. Well, I need my throat's as dry as the Sahara Desert right now.
Mate, honestly, if you need to grab
Senna in the pits.
Drink, I'll take over. If you need to.
Senna gone into the pits. Very interesting. As Pieta 2 tenths off. Will he get the overtake on Peppermeat? Would have to be a late move. Oh, Peppermeat giving him the squeeze. Oh, going
hard but fair.
Harsh but fair. Element Snow 3 tenths off Dorsey. Dorsey's dropped off more. Shane dropped off a little bit as well. I think the mediums are dropping off. I think Element Snow, if one of the very important part of the race for him, he can make a few positions now. Him on the mediums, no, he could win. As look at Toby, 4 tenths off.
Ace Cookie's had terminal damage somewhere, by the way. I don't know where that is, but it's terminal.
Oh. Too much is happening with that. I don't know. Oh, there it is. Oh. Again, the same place as LP Smoke.
Yeah.
You don't like.
Sorry, I just want to know where that was.
That's so nice. Same corner. Is that going to be? Will anyone else been there?
I don't know. I'm going to put it that
Pet Piet has gone wide. Shane overtaken him up to 4th. Piet lost the rear end. Don't know what's happening. Oh, he's struggling now. As we see Toby, Peppermeat, Dorsey in the pit. We also have Pieta.
Few people are pitting. I expected that at the end of the lap 12, to be fair. I expected the majority of people to do that.
If you're expecting 20 laps from the hards, that can be done. So round about now would be the perfect. I'd say probably the better opportunity. Lap 14. Get the most as you can out the mediums, and then hards go to time. Element Snow is 4th, and he doesn't have to pit, but looking.
You've seen his
at
ERS
the times,
he's got loads of ERS.
He's only 6 seconds off of first place in Jake Moore.
Jake Moore's pulling away again, but I don't know if that's just because of people pitting or...
Toby was behind him. So where will it, I'm assuming he'll pit this lap. Where will Toby, will the undercut work, do you reckon? What?
It could do. I've seen it work and I've seen it not work. It's 50-50.
There he goes to the pits. Well, everyone going to the pits. Pieta into the pits. Shane doesn't. He's staying out.
And Shane leads the Grand Prix.
Williams, go on, Shane. Jake's gonna lose the lead. Oh wow! What's happening in the comments? Element 2nd place, 1.5 seconds off of the lead. But great race. He's been by himself. Senna, fastest lap.
He's got him.
Oh, what, the undercut has worked.
Yep. Now Jake Moore is about 8 tenths behind TX Busy, but he's got to wait for them tyres to still warm up, so he could be about 8 tenths back if he's not careful. But they are battling. The two
I was about to say, Dangerous Dan, I think that was a team call, 13 laps on the mediums. I think he's got to pit again. I think he's obviously gone very deep into that, but that will be holding Jake Moore up. TX Busy. That's worked out very well for him. But if he wants any chance of doing well this race, he needs to get those tyres warmed up, and he needs to go. Because Element Snow caught Shane about 2 tenths this lap. I'm expecting Shane in. Is he going to go in? No, he's staying out.
No. Guys, this time next lap, if Element keeps going the way he's going, he'll have DRS on Shane, and if he can just stick behind Shane and get the DRS on the main straight, the undercut will be great on them hard, and he'll be quick.
Oh, there you go. Dangerous Dan gone into the pits. Jake left into free air, but Peppermeat right behind him, going to get overtake very early.
Oh, speeding.
Is it an overtake? Will he get it? Oh, unlucky for Dangerous Dan. I had that myself. It's not great. Will team orders come into play? Ooh, Jake obviously doesn't want to give that position up. Senna, I think, got past Paita. J Meadows gets past Dangerous Dan. He is in the pits, coming out now. Man with a cash does have to pit again. Not too far off. Elements now.
Snow has got that DRS.
Half.
He has got it.
I would say we're about to see him overtake Shane, but Shane, I reckon, I'll be very surprised if he doesn't get any pits this lap. Look at that. He is struggling on those warm mediums. See, Element much more racier at the moment.
I wonder if Shane's trying to do potentially like a medium soft maybe. I wonder if that's why he's staying out
He's still out. No, I don't think he won't last this long. I'm not sure either. He's looked after those tyres a lot and thinks he can get more out of them, but I'd have to disagree. I think he's left it a bit late. What's the gaps up behind? Peppermeat 8 tenths. Senna 5 or 6 tenths behind Peppermeat. Paita 5 tenths behind Senna. Oh god. Will he get anything? No, I don't think anything will happen. Unless Shane is going to try and stay behind Element and get a tow, but with the worn tyres, I don't think that is possible.
See, I don't know why Shane is also doing this. I did just think in my head, what about team orders? But he's and his teammates 12. There's not a lot of team orders that could be going on, to be fair. So, I don't know. Why is Shane doing this?
He's staying within DRS. I think about now you'd be expecting the tyres to be 60, 70. He might be pushing it. He might just be trying to keep that toe. Alright, another lap, get the toe from Element, see if that helps him, and then he'll have obviously the fresher tyres at the end of the race, so he'll be much more racier then. And he stays out, there you go, just keeping on to that toe. On one, will he go up? He's saving his DRS. He's not using it, I'm very surprised at this, but out, he's now gone, he's a second behind that. Very confused. Peppermeat on
I'm
Jake
very
Moore.
confused.
He's getting the overtake done. Jake is on one, so I think that is team orders there. I think they're speaking, I think they're saying, do you know what, I'm out in front, I'm not catching, Peppermeat, go for it. Is Paita still behind Senna?
I expected Paita to be a bit higher up by now, I'm going to be honest. But Shane is also now out of DRS of Snow, so now Snow can just go.
Well, I think
Shane's front left
pits,
looks absolutely horrible.
Pits you're looking at about
22, 24 seconds.
So at the moment, where would Element come out? 5. He'd be coming out but about 8.
I think,
and that's very
I'll maybe say about J Meadows actually. I think he'd come out behind Dorsey. I think it's about 24 seconds here, isn't it?
Element, I reckon he'll come out in front of Dorsey. I think he'll be around Paita. And look at in front of Paita. Look at Peppermeat, Jake Moore, Senna, Paita. Very close. Ooh, very closely behind there. Not the greatest exit. Senna, however. And Jake Moore does have the DRS, so there you go, Shane has pitted.
Shane's gone onto the hards. Yeah. Where is he?
Paita on the inside of Senna, will he make the move stick? Oh, bit of contact. Oh, Senna's been pushed inside, overtake spin completed. Senna fighting.
I did say that Shane behind Dorsey though, look at that, 2 seconds behind Dorsey.
Shane.
Ah,
yeah,
I
he's
got it
lost.
right. Ha ha ha.
I thought we were talking about Element. That's. I mean, if
Oh,
Element.
Peter.
Yeah. Oh, they're fighting again. Give it away. Oh no no no.
Oh,
Oh.
can't do that.
Oh. That. What a shame. Was
To be
Jane
fair,
Meadows.
on my screen that I saw, Peter only just like touched the back of Craig's car. It didn't look like as big contact as Craig's car made it out to be. So maybe there's a bit of lag there somewhere.
I don't know. It's a very dangerous pace overtake. Dangerous move. I think he did try to back out of it, but obviously didn't work. Shame. Senna looking for a good result as well. Very far behind now where he was. It's disappointing for him.
I'll
But-
tell you, if Element hits now, he'll come out behind Shane, won't he? Only just though.
Yeah, he'll be looking around about behind Shane. I think everyone else is going faster, but Element. You'd be expecting Element to either pit this lap or next lap. That would be my guess if he's going off what I did yesterday. I pitted lap 19. Could have done 20, but obviously he's pushing a lot. He wants a podium. He's going to be fighting for that podium. Is possible, but by the looks of how he's racing now, his tyres have dropped off. But Raphael behind him, 5 seconds. He's not pitted either. So that's about 30 seconds.
It's a bit weird of the situation for Raphael and Element because their times aren't exactly the greatest and the grip doesn't look to be the greatest. But if they pit now, 13 laps on the mediums, that's going to be also another challenge. That's going to be hard to push. So they need to try and make them last, I think, until about lap 21, maybe lap 22 to try and
Shane very
not
close to Dorsey. On full, what's Dorsey on? He's pushing as well. I reckon he's probably
going for it.
Oh, both similar tyres. Yeah, I think Dorsey. Yeah, he backed out. He knew that position was gone. He didn't want to fight it and lose anything from that. Great racing by both of them.
Yeah.
It's a surprise though to see 1-2 racing point. But Toby is pulling away. He's looking very good on the hards.
I think this is Toby's race to lose now at this point. Unless he'd lose his pace somewhere, it's his.
Say about this lap, I'm going to go on board with Senna Element. Is he going to pits? No, he's going an extra lap. So he's going to make sure his tyres are the best they can be on the mediums. Will Raphael, he's still going as well. Will it work out for him? You never know. But that gap has gone down from to 2.8 from 3 from Jake Wall to Toby. However, Peppermeat on the back of Jake. Piter gets us the fastest lap. Peppermeat, once again, I think a bit of team orders and see what they can do, help each other out.
Look at this,
Piter's
Piter's looking at the outside of Jake. Yeah.
Piter's
Not
very
quite
racing.
though. Look at that exit he's got out of that corner. That is such an exit, but he can't do anything with it. Oh.
This is probably the closest battle we've got. Peppermeat, Jake and Pite. I think everyone else is a bit of a gap formed. Not much happened. Thing I would like to point out though, Element on the worn tyres and Toby on the fresh ones. Gap's not changing. So Element's found some life in to the point where I'd be surprised. What's he going to do? He's pitting now. Yes, he's into the pits. Here he goes. Raphael, is he going to do the same? He's staying out. It'll be interesting to see where Element comes out though.
Thing is, he'll be able to have the advantage that you had on your mediums last night, where you could just go from everyone on the hards, because the time difference between the mediums and the hards is quite a considerable amount.
There he goes. We see Jake
Lap after lap.
past Pepper. Paita, ooh, did have a look. Where's Element come out? He's come out behind Shane, like we said, behind Shane, in between him and Dorsey, on the medium tyres.
What do you think he'll do? Where do you think he'll get up to in this race? Elements now.
I'd say take this lap, like warm up a bit. Next lap, next few laps, he wants to push. He wants to get past Shane as soon as he can. He wants to catch up to Paita. As soon as he does that, he will probably quite easily make his way into a podium. However, first, obviously Raphael's still got the pit, so he might quite easily be on the podium as long as he keeps it clean. Toby has built a bit of a gap, so it'll be interesting to see what happens at the end on the faster tyres though. Raphael's in. Who's close? Very close between Jake, Pepper, me and Paita, but very close between Element and Shane. Oh, Shane's lost to the rear end.
Good run from Snow as well.
There you go. Oh, here it is. There you go. He's past Shane into clean air. This whole thing.
Just get past Jake then as well at the same time.
Yeah, I think every lap they keep changing. What's that doing though is keeping Paita behind them, but also that's meaning them battling is helping Element very quickly, because just going into that corner he gained 3 tenths. Element
I think that'll be very interesting.
Toby pulling away, but that's understandable. These three fighting is helping Element and it's helping
Jake's
Toby.
lost his back end a little bit. Hyde is through.
Ooh, there he goes through. Will Toby push it? Oh, he's onto the gravel. There you go, Paita. Very
Good
fast.
move, that was very patient for Paita to do that.
Obviously, what happened in qualifying, I reckon if it stayed dry, he would have been favoured to get pole. He wants to make up for that, he wants to make the positions. But Element Snow, half a second behind Jake now. It was 2 seconds at the beginning of this lap. He's gained 1.5 seconds this lap. You would have to think, as we go on boards, Element Snow going on the outside.
Yep.
I'd be very surprised. Oh, yeah, but he's on the inside.
Oh wow!
There you go.
Very nice move.
Element Snow.
Very nice racing between them two.
He wants that first place.
Do you think you can get first place from here though? Like he's still to catch TX Busy, so I don't know if to call him Toby or TX Busy then.
Well,
I know when to say both. I meant to
on
say
the
Toby
mediums,
Busy or some shit.
and what was it? Defalump in front. He was on the hards. It was about 8 seconds, I think. And before I had the incident, about 5 laps before the end of the race, I was within 2 seconds on it. And the gap, oh, Paita's lost it. The gap is actually smaller. As long as Element can get past, which I think he'll get past Paita, I reckon. As soon as he gets past Peppermint, it's all about pushing. But I think he's done enough. I think he is looking at a first place at the end of the race, obviously. Don't know. Safety car. Dangerous moves. If someone's... Where is he?
I think Craig's lost
Senna.
it.
Oh. He's going from bad for worse. He won't be happy. I know him. He won't be happy. He'll just want this to be over with. But we do know Dangerous Dan penalty is Raphael gets a penalty as well. He's racing Dorsey.
So this has been an interesting race. It's been battle from start to finish so far. Just hoping it keeps up that way.
Oh, it's going to be interesting. I think this Paita Peppermint is going to be all race. However, we'd like to... Shane is catching. He's finding some great pace on the hard tyres. Raphael, half a second behind Dorsey. He's finding some great speed. However, he is on the medium tyres, so you would expect it. Raphael has a penalty. 4 tenths behind. Okay, he could be.
Do you want to
battling
know
with like
penalties for everyone?
yeah, go on.
Okay. Look at TD. He has 1 warning, that's it.
Great.
Pep8, he has no warnings at all. Paita has 1 penalty and 2 warnings.
Raphael gets past Dorsey. Dorsey gives
Element's
him the room.
got 2 warnings.
Raphael, red latency, but don't see any problems.
Jake Moore's 1 warning off the penalty, so Jake needs to be a bit careful.
It's a very
Raphael's
difficult
got
position
penalty.
because of where he is. He's been constantly fighting. I think if you're constantly fighting, especially around Spain, you're gonna find yourself getting warnings, and you're gonna find yourself probably getting a penalty. But he won't be the only one that gets one. Element losing the rear end though. Hasn't got past Paita. He needs to get past as soon as he can if he wants to win this race.
I say Paita's still catching Peppermint as well, I believe. And looking at the bounce. Well, it's maintaining at least.
Is pushing the gap between Raphael and Dorsey already 2 seconds. Raphael has found some great pace. Oh, 3 second for Dorsey. I think Jay Meadows has one as well, doesn't he? So if they want any chance of getting to better points, they're going to have to do it by actually overtaking on the track. The Element still not getting past. It's very weird to see as it goes very wide there.
I have to admit, I thought he'd be past Paita. He's had a few opportunities to do so, but just not managed to make the most of them.
It's very difficult, I think, if he wants to win this race. He needs to, in the next 2 laps, get past Paita, gets past Peppermint, push as hard as he can, and just pray Toby makes a mistake. But Toby, he's dominating the race right now. Man with the cash, fastest lap, 121.8 I think that was. Obviously 25 seconds behind, but oh he's lost it! Oh, he's out!
Oh, that's unlucky.
It's disappointing, just got past his lap. Very unlucky.
Where did he lose it, do you know?
Second corner. Just he touched the apex. Paita right on the back of Peppermint. Peppermint going slow. Paita, has he got the move done? He does. Peppermint, yep, it's done. Locked up a bit. Still. Element can't get past.
I wonder if he might have an easier time at Peppermint, maybe. We never know, but he's still looking to get a couple of positions here to try and get onto that podium because it's right in front of him. He can smell it.
Oh, just like tyre update. Element 6 lap old mediums. Peppermint 15 lap old hards. Paita 14 lap old hards. But like I said, Toby would have to make a mistake. The gap between him and Paita getting very close.
Element. Oh,
Down the inside.
The
Lipstick. Yeah, there you go. He's got past. Great overtake. But this is what Paita needed. Paita's been stuck behind. Now he's able to push. That gap between him and Toby has gotten very, very small. 4 seconds, I think it was at the beginning of the lap. It's now 2.7. Paita is pushing. Element on their faster tyre you'd expect to catch Paita. This, though, at the end of the race, could be a battle for first place. But Peppermint still very close behind, and so's Jake. And Shane still sticking around. obviously on the fresher, hard tyres, Shane at the very end could make a couple of positions as well.
Yeah, Shane's hards are definitely going to be better at the end of the race compared to the likes of Jake Moore and Peppermeat. So, it'll be interesting to see how that works out for Shane in the final 2-3 laps, maybe.
I'll tell you what, this is a great race. Look at, got 5 laps, and look how close it is from 6th to 2nd. Make that first. Toby's not far up the road either. Toby's, I think he's, what's wrong? Pushing one, he used a lot of ERS. Has he pushed the tyres too much, you reckon? Because he's struggling, he's gone very wide through there. Paita will make some time on him there. Toby making a few mistakes, allowing Paita to catch, allowing Element, Peppermint, Jake, Shane to catch. Raphael on the mediums as well. He could come in to get into the top 6 as well.
Let's say Element has had a good race. Like, he's worked hard for this. I'll give him that.
It's getting to that time. Driver of the day,
Ooh,
Shane's
passed
Jake. Wow, I need to be looking at the screen apparently a bit more. I did not see that move happening. I was on board with Raphael.
I think, honestly, for driver of the day, you honestly have to look at Element, really, don't you? Like,
I mean,
Element
look at this.
and
Raphael.
TX Busy as well.
I think
Well, Raphael, yeah,
driver of the day
good
with the likes of Element up 8 positions. You've got Raphael up 7. He's had a great race as well. Toby though, up 4 positions, looked very dominant. But it's between Element and Raphael. If Element can stay where he is or better. Why is there a yellow? I don't know.
Dorsey's crashed.
Oh no! Oh, he's hit the curb.
He's lost it over the bump of the thing. Yeah.
But he's done more than 75.
Jake Moore's in.
So
Jake Moore's in the pits.
He'll be hoping for Senna to crash, as if Senna gets past him, Dorsey won't get any points, and that would be a shame.
Front wing change for Jake Moore.
Oh no. Obviously had a bit of... Who was it? Maybe with Shane. When Shane got that move, I think there may have been a little bit of contact. That will be very disappointing. They're good friends, so I don't think any words will be said. But you don't like to see it, especially at this point in the race. There he goes. We look in the chat. Quick tool Element for driver of the day. You would have to agree at this point.
Yeah.
He's done a great race, up 8 positions. I would say I'm surprised he hasn't got past Paita, but what was it, about 4 laps ago? Toby 4 seconds in front. That's almost gone down to a second. It's 1.1 right now. Last 2 laps of the race. Paita's catching Toby. Element's right on the back of Paita. The podium could I don't think we'll stay the same as it is right now. As Toby, look at that, Paita within 3 attempts. Multiple warning, Senna
with penalty.
But 14 seconds behind. I don't think he'll be too worried. I think he'll just be praying for the race to be over at this point. He's not going to enjoy this race. Oh, Shane. Peppermint gets past Shane. Good overtake. And the inside. Very rare to see an overtake done there, so great work to Peppermint there. Paita on
That's
the
the back
back.
for Craig.
And he's pushing, he wants some points. As Shane gets past Peppermint. Very good racing between these. It's changing. Peppermint dropped off a bit. But I will be expecting Jake to set fastest lap. He's on fresh tyres. As we see, look at that, within second. Toby, Paita, and Element. Toby gets a bad exit though. Could Paita overtake? But Element, look at him. Element
could lose 2 places here.
Paita has a pen. Wait. Toby. Oh, and here's Element.
Element's going on the outside.
Oh no!
What a move! No!
No.
Oh, that's Element Snow gone.
Ooh, very close. Raphael. Oh, what a disappointing end. On the last lap, as Jake gets fastest
drive for
lap.
the day talk.
Raphael, I think, got 10 positions. That's some great driving. Not far off of Shane. What a shame that was. That could have been a great battle for the first place.
Can we say commentator's curse? Oh, hang on! Shane's crashed!
No!
Oh, he's in front of the... Oh my gosh, he nearly hit Raphael! That was nearly the second driver of the day.
Raphael, look
nearly.
Where has this come from? Raphael from out of nowhere. No. Oh my god. Here we go. Toby, final corner. I have to say, rather dominating win as Paita loses position to Paita comes home in second after you thought it was over. Raphael third. Great race, made it 11 positions. Shane, fourth place. Oh, what an end. Shane coming home fourth. J Meadows fifth. Dangerous Dan sixth. Paita in seventh. Jake Moore. Can he go up to the penalties? No, eighth it is Senna. Oh. Well, what do you say about that?
It's time for a lie down. I'm gonna go to bed.
I think I need the cost sweetens.
Yeah, you've worked your socks off in that comment to me. I'm not gonna lie, you've worked for that.
Duo, you know what, next week. There you go, Toby first place. Final 3 laps, I thought that could have been, he might have lost the lead.
I can't believe that ending. I can't believe it. I feel so bad for Element.
I'm stunned. Oh, look at that. What, 5 attempts into the first few corners. Paita goes deep. Element on the outside. Paita loses the rear end. Hits Element because of it. Oh. That's not as cheery end as I thought it'd be. Yeah. If you want to invite me in, Toby, Peppermeat, Raphael, and Raphael driving the day as well.
Just them 3. Invite to party. Invited to party. And invited.
Dave's Rhombus doesn't know what to say yet.
I'm speechless at that ending. That was an odd one.
That was incredible. But final 3, Raphael from out of nowhere, podium in third, Peppermeat into second, and Toby dominating after the second half of the race in first. As we got people joining in, hopefully everyone can join the party. Alright, make sure you've all checked, tick the box.
Yep.
There you go. How do you want to do the Skyline then?
Who do you want to take?
Oof. Do you want to do third
Take me
and
as
first?
Wait, what? I missed that bit.
Do you want to do third and first? I'll do second.
Third and first, sure. Why not? Cool. So we're gonna start with Raphael. If you're there, make sure your box is ticked. Are you ticked and good to go?
I take it now.
Okay. Bit of an underdog in that race a little bit. You didn't have the best of qualifying, but started on the hard tyres, went on to the mediums for the second stint. You must be a bit relieved to be on the podium in a way, because it didn't look like it was happening for you, and then suddenly, a couple of laps to the end, it came into your favour.
Yeah, it was definitely a big surprise. It looked a bit like last Brazilian GP, where people in my front was just getting into crashes, and then I got past them. But the problem with quali was that I ran a wrong setup in Q2. I had a 2-2 wings, I don't know why, so I only noticed it at the start of the race, and I changed it because, yeah, I'm happy for the third place.
I do apologise, my controller died. I am back. Not only did you get third place, made it onto the podium, you also got driver of the day, so congratulations on that as well. Very impressive.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, thanks. That was a good run.
Streamer, DPS, there we go. To you.
There you go, Peppermeat. You must be relieved. It didn't look like it was working out for you in that second stint, but a bit fortunate. You made it onto the podium. How do you feel?
Well, I feel like I could have won the race, to be honest. Yeah, the first stint wasn't great either. I felt the car kept kind of wanting to slide out from the back. I couldn't really put the power down when I wanted to. The tyres went off as well, so yeah, I don't know what happened. It was just couldn't get the power down when I wanted to, and I got told by my race engineer to try the undercut, so I did. So I appreciate that. And then that's what happened. I had a few battles. Me and my teammate were trying to tow each other along, but it didn't really work. Couldn't really break the tow from the car behind. But yeah,
You must have
I'm
a
happy with
smile of the
P2,
Cheshire
but
Cat
I feel like Jake should have been in the top 3 as well.
Yeah, it was disappointing. I think the last 2 laps, a lot happened. Must be very relieved. What was it? At one point, 5th place, but down and out, and then all of a sudden, on the podium in 2nd place. First, I mean, the hards are a horrible tyre, and on the mediums, you looked like you didn't have the pace you did on the hards. I think you were probably one of the quicker ones on the hards.
Was I really? I feel like.
Well, you were still up in the top 3.
Yeah, I didn't feel that quick around here. I don't know what it is with this track. I just don't really like it. Car kept wanting to slide all the time. It just pissed me off.
Unfortunate to your teammate Jake, and do you want to shout at your engineer or keep him secret?
Yeah, I'll give him a shout. He's in F1 in this tier. Quick, sir. Come on. Appreciate that. Appreciate the help.
There you go on Skyline interview, 1st place.
Hello. Jake's busy. You there? To make sure that you're here. Hello. What do you want me to call you? Do you want me to call you Tex Busy, or do you want me to call you Toby? What do you want me to say?
Toby, Mr. T, I don't mind.
Toby, cool. Toby, how are you feeling after that race? You got a bit of pressure towards the end of the race, which might have... I don't know what happened with you there. Like, did you push too hard? Like, what made you
I
fall
couldn't
so
even
far
tell
back?
you, to be honest. It was, getting in sector 2, that little S section.
Yes.
I was getting... Well, my tyres were fine, but I'm always paranoid going around there, because if you flip the curb, like, in some sort of weird way, then you're just off. So I was getting quite paranoid in the later stages. My tyres were starting to wear off. But I was always still setting personal bests, though, so...
Are you a bit disappointed though with the way the race ended to a certain extent? Like, did you want that pressure from the other 2 behind you, or was you happy to see them crash behind you?
I mean, when I saw them coming closer, I was like, not like this. I knew it was going to be close. I knew Peppermeat had a chance of just doing me, so I was like, if I can keep it on the straight at the back, then it should be alright. And then I think it was definitely, I would say it's definitely like, I had the inside, like, the gap was still there. I don't feel like I dive bombed it at all. I feel like it was still fair. I don't know how me sort of from his point of view. But, yeah, it's not.
I didn't
No,
see
I
it
don't
all,
finish
to be
it.
honest.
Not in second.
No, I didn't see that accident. No, I heard about it in the party, but I didn't see it.
Who was second then?
I was second, but I didn't see the coming together.
Ah,
Unless I did see it, and I just can't remember because I was too focused on trying to keep the car in a straight line.
yeah, but I thought I had no race pace. Like when it came to qualifying 2, when I saw that I played 10 in Q2, I was like, well, this is going to be fun. And I was really happy that I got P5. And I was surprised I was overtaking people. And then when I slowly started catching Jack, I was like, I might have a natural chance here. And then I think he got to lap 12, and I was like, if he doesn't come in this lap, then I'm going for it. And then luckily got the undercut on him. And then I came behind my teammate, and then I haven't spoken to him at all. And then he let me go back and was backing the others up, so that was really
No, I was a bit sorry about that.
I saw that.
You
and
did
I
hold
was
us
like-
up.
So I saw him like slow down to let me pass. I was like, my god. I was like, what a god. Might as well call him Valtteri Bottas. You got the call.
Got the call.
He must have saved me about 2 or 3 seconds. But yeah, overall it was a great race.
I'm going to throw a question out there. Who's looking forward to Monaco?
Not me! Fucking hell.
I put Monaco on this track, that's for sure.
Really?
I hate this crap.
Oh, there you go. You know what? Podium next week. There you go.
Won't go that far.
If you don't get a win now, mate, I'm going to be disappointed. You said that you prefer that track over this track, and you won today, so I
Yeah.
want you to win them as well.
Well, the thing is,
Well, I don't
if
want
you
to
mess
win.
with quality time in Monaco, then you might as well just stick to that position.
We'll get first in quality then. How can it be?
Easier said than done.
But yeah. Like keep 4 wheels by the end of quality.
Let's keep 4 wheels in my head lap.
I feel you there.
Big test anything from you.
I was like, great racing from all three of you. Obviously, Raphael from out of nowhere, amazing driver of the day, well deserved. Obviously, Elements Snow very unlucky to be there, pie eater, but you know, that's helped out a lot of people. And obviously, congrats to Toby getting podium and Peppermeat being up there as well. Been up there the whole race, so deserved a podium at the end, I think.
Yeah!
And that
Started where I
seals-
finished, or finished where I started. Sorry.
There you go, not bad then.
Mm.
I think that's a great
Beauty.
way to wrap up Spain.
Yes.
A very entertaining race, especially the end. I'm not going to have a voice tomorrow.
Nope. You're going to be fucked, mate. Rest in peace.
There you go, that was Spain F2. If you didn't enjoy that, then don't know what will you will enjoy.
I didn't enjoy it.
I didn't mind it.
Okay, no.
Okay.
Thanks, guys.
Commiseration
Jesus
to anyone who didn't finish. Well done on podium. And that's
Happy
the end. We'll
Christmas.
see